Bro, you know what I used to love?
It's this what we
Back in the days, okay, since you're talking about DJing and cutting and controlling the music, when a rapper would rap, say you had big beat, boom,
Bacap, boom, boom, yeah,
bacap, and
which is really Billy Squire.
Billy Squire,
yeah.
Okay, then you would stop it, and the rapper's still rapping while you're cutting.
Yeah. Still. I love a MC who is not trapped by the essence of what a DJ is doing. He is really concerned about getting his flow, his conversation, and motivation from the crowd. I love an MC who can handle that instead of someone who's just like, they don't get what we're doing now and they can't concentrate on what they should be doing.
Now think about this. When a DJ's in his mind, he's counting. And he knows bars. That's math.
Yeah, that's math all the time.
The rapper knows his bars.
Yeah, I love a MC who can really handle that. That's super dope.
I think that's what's missing today's shows.
Another thing, if you going booger, at least I know I can go and tap into the cadence of what you're doing.
Yes.
And snap and make it harder. Make it more creative of that they see us coming and we reckon shopping and it's something you never heard before. That's what's so dope about hip hop. It's very unpredictable but necessary.
Yes.
I just had to say that so I won't mess the word
By
up.
all means necessary.
Oh man.
Okay, now here's what I like in the show. Let's talk about performing today compared to back then. Today, I'm going to be very careful because me being an older guy.
Yeah, we know how that's going to come across.
Some people will say that that's hating. You're hating on the young generation. Right. No, my thing is like what you talked about earlier about elevating your game. I just think that we need to learn from the greats. How did they get the crowd roaring, going crazy, jumping up and down? They put on a hell of a show.
You know what's so cool about hating? It's good to hate.
Elaborate.
Look in the Bible.
Oh,
we can hate for the things that's not justice or doesn't add up to what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
We can do that, but this don't become a hater.
Okay.
But we do have the vibe. We do have permission to not like this or it's a time to hate. It's a time to cry. It's a time to whoop. You're gonna see that. It's genuinely there, and I found some understanding about it.
Okay.
As long as we don't become a hater,
right?
Of hating,
right?
Like have that vibe, but then make your point valuable, and then move on, and then let the rest take its course.
Let me ask you a question because somebody asked me this a while ago, sometime last year. Does it still take talent today to make it in the music industry?
It's sad that it don't, but it's good if you know how, if you can.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Because that's where I'm at.
Yes.
How about that?
No. How about them apples?
I just said it. Bam, bam.
Right. Because today it's like, it's almost like who has the latest spoof on TikTok because you're going to be the flavor of the month. The bad thing is that you got to come up with a bigger spoof, instead of coming up with solid tracks that are going to last a lifetime.
Man, listen, for those who can play the game, they do play the game, but just don't let it take away from your integrity and smarts and anything else that you had before this game even came. But this is crazy because a lot of these kids are those now generation. They not from our era. They not from the world we come from. So it's sad that how they took the technology as a form of education. It is, but then it's a terrible line between what is good and what is bad. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't control it, but we can do something magnificent with it once we figure this thing out. We got to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how life has been all this time. From when we started with old school equipment, acoustic, drums, guitars, everything versus drum machine. But you still have to have the appreciation of of rhythm, where it comes from in the first place, or the spirit or the vibe of what you're playing, you know. Because when I got in the room to play with other musicians, when we was doing the acoustic side, it was amazing to see someone's blood, sweat, and tears.
Or beers.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you feel me? And they went into the side when that was done in the art of making music.
Yes,
like really looking at the frustration from a sad place that he came from, but then he came into the room to sit down on the drums, and now he's banging his emotions through the equipment. It's amazing to see someone who was troubled, but now they're in a good place.
Yes.
And a lot of that came from the acoustic side. So the people who really want to pick up equipment will really touch us more than anything. So I love the Alicia Keys, who's picking up a piano.
She's awesome.
You know, whoever else that's still playing it, you know, it's just so many, you know. You get the point. You get the point.
Are there any more Tina Maries around?
Oh no, it would never be another Tina Marie. Not like that. We ain't heard. I don't know where she at. That sound like Tina Marie.
Right.
It's her. She was here. She's have left the building. I ain't heard her. So if you hear it, let us know.
Yes.
But she got to start from where she got to have that that grit, that grind, that soul, that forever cry. Because that's one thing about Tina. Tina touched us. Now, I actually had the chance to work with her a few times with Yo-Yo and Snoop Dogg, so I'm grateful to have her work with her.
Awesome. We're gonna go to a 1 minute break in about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that's kind of when I pay bills for people.
Okay, man, pay them bills.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, this is kind of a tough one, but you got to pick one. Okay.
Okay.
Rick James or Prince?
Rick James.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, here's another one. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson or Rick James?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's good. I like those answers. There's levels to Michael Jackson. Just levels. Just look at his childhood singing, you know, an amazing singer. Then the dude has cartoons, you know.
And then when you think about the order, they both been before Prince.
Yes.
So Prince,
the Jackson 5
pull from them both. Let's just start with that.
Yes.
That's where my mentality is.
Okay. Right.
I heard Michael Jackson first before Prince came, but Prince is older than Michael Jackson.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. Now, if you would ask me, Tony A., Prince or Michael Jackson, I would have to say Prince.
Tell me why Prince. Oh, we gotta get the answer later when we come back.
No, and we got a few minutes. You know why? It's because of his production. His first album, he played every instrument. He played over 25 instruments. So I looked at that as far as Michael Jackson. Though there's different levels to Michael Jackson, like I said. But I'm just looking at it as just an artist.
Did anybody know that he played drums?
Who, Michael?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, I didn't know that.
See, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I've been to the Jackson's house.
Really? Well, you know what?
I just got some answers and some things that make sense to why I like what I like. I've been given the opportunity and I seen something, because believe me, out of all them brothers, everybody was strumming them instruments. Yeah. Michael wasn't just singing. How about that? He was strumming the instruments too.
So did you ever meet Michael?
Oh yeah, and produce with him twice.
Okay, talk to us about it. I didn't know that.
We can do whatever you want to do. Let's go.
Okay, educate me, bro. Educate me.